Good evening, everyone. Majority of us have lost a loved one to gun violence. Sometimes more than just one. My friend was the coolest dude I knew at a young age. He was headed in the right direction. After he graduated high school, he started hanging with the wrong crowd. And suddenly, he went MIA. Days passed, and his body was found shot up in a garbage can far from our neighborhood. It hurts the soul to lose people constantly over something silly that can be removed from our possessions. Today, I will discuss the awareness of gun violence and the different ways it can be stopped. And to support the coalition to stop gun violence. Now, you should really pay attention because this could happen to any one of us. From a personal experience, I have also lost my uncle to gun violence. And that was one of the most traumatizing things that ever happened to me. I will never forget it. Waking up to hear your father on his knees crying is a nightmare that will never end. So much pain is filled up throughout the body and is also mixed with vengeance. My family was ready to kill the opposition. But why should we? When there's another option to erase all firearms from the system. Excuse me. Too many lives have been taken by gun violence. How many schools do you know have been shot up? How many people you know that has actually been shot? How many public places that you know that has been shot up? There's too many. We all can agree the reasoning of having a firearm. It is for protection. Yes, you should protect yourself, but there are different ways, including combat training or using anonymous objects to protect yourself as well, such as bats, brass knuckles, tasers, even a bottle of lotion. Our world is filled with violence. 75% of that has guns involved. I believe we should vote and participate in strategic ways to prevent guns from being in our environment. All can be avoided if firearms were prohibited from our possession. People tend to want a gun because the next person has a gun. Now, I know you might feel scared, but that doesn't mean you have to be a follower. According to Gun Violence Archives article published on April 30th, 2021, there has already been 15,000 deaths caused by guns in March alone. To end gun violence, we should have to pass the gun control bill. Other countries like the UK, Australia, Japan, and Germany have already passed the bill. Why can't we? We take too long to dwell on it, and many lives are taken away from us. If actions were taken to prevent this will put gun violence to rest. Everything has balance. So if there isn't homicides due to gun violence, the domestic cases and other cases will rise. Now, I'm going to let you be the judge of that. Which one would you rather? According to Time magazine by Sean Gregory, published March 22nd of 2018, proposed different solutions like investing in smart gun technology. Now, for instance, this means use rubber bullets. We have the technology to make these guns. Why can't we just use rubber bullets or have the right protection? eliminate funding restrictions, and legal immunity for gun manufacturers. Hold them accountable as well as the killers. Support Coalition to Stop Gun Violence, and sign petitions and donate money towards the campaign so they can stop gun violence once and for all. Gun violence needs to be reduced, and some of those ways can be by reforming gun laws. Second Amendment is something that everyone has, but we need to have responsibility behind it. Just because you own a firearm doesn't mean you have to use it and kill somebody. Like I always say, think before you do, because you could really save lives with that. Thank you.